right, Pisces. You made it. We made it. We made it to the end of the zodiac listing. I'm really so sorry you had to wait for so long. Going forward, I think what I'm going to do is for those of you who are actually watching these readings, those are the ones that are going to be coming up first. If you are interested in seeing your reading, then I think that you should probably like the video, and the ones, you know, I'll start reading them in the manner of which the most likes are on the videos, and then I'll know who's watching. So so Pisces, I'm really sorry. Thanks for being so patient. If you were here for the first time, my name is Elsie. You have clicked on Life at 5.0, and I'm glad to see you here. So if you are brand new, there is a subscription button down below. It does help my channel grow, so if you like what you see here, I would really appreciate if you would, you know, tap that subscription button below. If you really like what you see, then maybe you just want to hit the bell reminder, and you know, every time I upload, you will get a notification. Wow, Pisces, check that out. Yeah, I think that's too many. Wow. Okay. So we got lots of energy here. Anyway, Pisces. So yes, this reading is a general reading. It is for Sun, Moon, and Rising, Jupiter, and Venus. If you don't know what your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign is, please go to my About page. You also will see a link at the top of my page. To the upper right, there is a blue star. If you click there, that'll take you right to the website where you can get your Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. I am a Sun Taurus. I am a Rising Sagittarius. I am a Moon in Pisces. So I actually feel as though that sometimes my rising sign, the general readings for rising sign resonate with me way more than my sun sign. I do watch both. I do, of course, you know, I have my top 5 that I subscribe for my private readings, but when I do watch a general reading, I find that my rising sign is a little more accurate than the sun sign at some point. Okay, so we're doing Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the sign of Pisces. This is a general reading, guys. If you would like a private reading, please look at below, and you will see an email address where you can email me, and we can set up a private reading for you. All right, so we'll call in Archangel Michael. He's the guide that's going to guide us through this reading here. We will also ask for any other guides and angels to be close that can help us. Also for those holders of the pure white light to bless us and to help me be a channel for Pisces so we can get a good general reading for their highest good. Can you tell me what is the most important thing, Spirit, that the collective Pisces needs to know for this time in their life? Please tell me, Pisces, from now to the end of May 2019, the collective Pisces, what is the most important thing that they need to know? The most important thing that Pisces needs to know at this time. Thank you. Start out with the Four of Swords. It looks like someone's coming out of a little bit of meditation, resting, relaxing, maybe thinking things over. Yeah, it looks like you need to go inward and just maybe heal a little bit. So that's usually what meditation is for. You know, just revamping the thoughts, resting a little bit, being kinder to yourself, speaking kinder to yourself. When you rest and meditate, you guys, that is a way to love yourself. Because it looks like you've made a decision. You made a decision. You've been choosing. You've been waiting to choose between a path this way or that way. Choosing between two people. Choosing between maybe 2 jobs, 2 friends, 2 lovers. Choosing, making a choice. It looks like you've made the choice. Looks like you've made the choice to be happy. Looks like you want to be married. Maybe the Four of Wands is, you know, happiness and partnership. Perhaps marriage, a firm foundation for the start of a relationship, family, you know, buying a home. Just being happy within that home if you've already bought that home. But it does indicate marriage. The Six of Swords, it looks like at some point you needed to move to to, I feel like the words that are coming to me right now are higher ground. You needed to go to calmer waters, over the calmer waters, and you needed to move to higher ground. I feel like you might have been drowning in something. And that's what sent you into this Four of Swords mode here. And it looks like you're not being real nice to yourself. There's an inner critic here. Inner critic maybe that you had to silence. Indecision, not really listening to the call. Maybe you had to quiet the mind to find out what it is that you need and how to make this decision toward love. The Emperor. The Emperor is the guy that's in charge. He's the father. He's the commander of the empire. He's all of that in a bag of chips. He is handsome. He is, you know, the one that everybody wants. He's the leader. He's the money guy. He is the guy who makes the decisions. He's the leader. And people are happy to follow him. He's not a tyrant. He's not the guy who would push views or his own ideals on people. He's the guy who will have you come around to, he's the guy who will be kind to you. He's the guy who will bring you around to his ideas. He is, he's a father. He's balanced. He's kind, and he's the man in charge. He's large and in charge. And that usually indicates Aries. That's the card of Aries. I know an Aries who's large and in charge. Looks like you had been waiting for ships to come in here, not really knowing what you were waiting for. I mean, those ships could contain gifts, they could contain people, they could contain, you know, good things, bad things, I suppose. But it looks like you had been waiting for the ships to come in, but maybe that you have made a decision on what you want to do. The Knight of Cups, it looks like you have a Knight of Cups coming in. Someone wants to offer you their love, their emotion anyway. This is a card, it's a water card, so that is Pisces. Pisces, Cancer, and why can't I ever remember the last one? Pisces, Cancer, and you're probably yelling at me right now. Pisces, Cancer. Yeah, we're gonna leave it there. Pisces, Cancer. That's okay. I'm blocked on them sometimes, but that's cool. But nonetheless, it looks like someone is coming in to offer you emotion or love. Ooh, and then, well, I guess it did come out in the reverse. So, Eight of Pentacles is coming out in the reverse. So, usually indicates, well, I mean, hard work for sure, building up your pentacles. But sometimes it indicates that it's harvest time. So maybe it's not quite time to harvest the love that we're seeing here. The love that is coming in with your Knight of Cups here. Ooh, look at that. Look at the bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck is an Ace of Wands, and that's not bad at all. That's a new start in passion. So I think what we have here is a love reading. Love reading with a little bit of money involved. Not much, because it looks like it's all swords and major arcana. Just two of them? Two? Yeah, we just got two of them. Yeah. So, yeah, it looks like this is mostly about love, maybe a little bit about money, maybe more about harvest than anything else, but nonetheless, so it looks to me like we started with the Four of Wands, and there may be something that caused you to go into taking better care of yourself, like just meditation, just being kinder to yourself, learning how to speak better. You know, I find that when I go into meditation, I literally disconnect from this world, and I end up being silent in the world that I'm in meditation, and that is such a healthy thing for you to do. Healthy for the mind, healthy for the body. It's healthy for everyone involved in your life, and healthy for you for sure. So it looks like you had been in a rest and relaxation period, some downtime. Everybody needs downtime, you guys. If you're going to keep moving, you're going to keep the mind cluttered, and when the mind is cluttered, you can't hear spirit. So there is going to be times in your life when you're just going to have to, as I say, lay flat. Just get flat. Get flat, get on the sofa. If you are in an area that is in chaos, if you have, you know, a big family and you can't find a space to relax, maybe you just need to designate a space with your family and say, space is off limits, guys. When I'm in here, I'm alone. Please don't bother me. Or you can do what I did. I went and rented a hotel for a night, and I spent that time just taking care of me. You know, having a bath, a bubble bath, wine, listening to beautiful music, feeling good about myself, having a really great sleep where no one asked anything of me. It's okay to be selfish, you guys. That's not a card of being selfish. That's really a card of taking care of yourself. But now it looks like you're out of that. It looks like you have taken care of yourself, and it's caused you to be able to make a decision. So rather than, you know, you're coming out of the indecision and coming into decision. This person has, you know, the world in their hands. You know, they're waiting for, not waiting, but, you know, having one hand on a wand, that's action. So they actually have made a decision. And I think that you were slow to make the decision, but it's okay. It's okay to be slow to make the decision, because slow and steady wins the race. And I think that when you're slow to make the decision, you don't jump into things in haste, that they tend to last for a long time. And so longevity in building the foundation of the love that you're looking into, I think it's good that you did go into the meditation period, because it is caused you to make a decision about, you know, a Four of Wands, you know, 11-11. It's a perfect time to build a foundation, to call in your soulmate and tell them that you love them and that you want to start a home with them. A firm foundation, your partner, your love, you know, the person that you may just want to spend the rest of your days with. It looks like, though, in the past that there was, you know, as I said when we were going through the cards, that I feel like you had to go away to higher ground, that perhaps that there was something in your past that you just needed to get away from. So you needed to go to calmer waters. There may have been chaos in the background. There may be people whispering in your ear. Not everyone is going to be happy when you're happy. There are going to be people who are not happy when you're happy. Some people just don't want to see other people happy. And that's just, you know, that's just the way life is sometimes. But I think that whatever was going on in your background, you had to get away from it, and you did that. It looks like you're leaving all of that chaos in the background. It looks like it's time to get away, and I feel as though you did, because I think that, you know, sometimes when people whisper things in your ear, they act a certain way, it can cause for you to go inward and have that inner critic. And then you stop listening to the call. You stop listening to spirit. You stop listening to your intuition, because you're so caught up in your head. You're so up in your head about this inner critic telling you what you are not, that you forget what you are. You are part of the universe. You are loved by spirit. You are loved by the universe. And the universe just wants you to have all the things that you need in order for you to be happy. It looks like you may have made a decision about the Emperor, or the Emperor's made a decision about you. The Emperor is here showing large and in charge, and after this judgment goes away and you do find the higher ground or head away from the chaos, it looks like your Emperor is coming up right under the Four of Wands here. So if it is in fact a male that you're looking at as your partner, I mean, it could be a female here, you know, there is a partnership here, right? But if it is a male that you're that you are looking at being partner to, then you know, here's the Emperor. He's the guy in charge. He's large and in charge, and he's the person that you don't mind surrendering to, the person who will take care of you, who will protect you. This also could mean that your partnership, whether your partner is a female or a male, that they're showing the Emperor energy, and that is the same thing, right? Large and in charge. The person who will protect you, who will love you, who will make sure that you have everything, you and the Empire has everything they need. So it looks like coming out of waiting for your ships to come in, that the ships, or you're no longer waiting for those ships, and those ships could have just about anything on them. I have a feeling for you it's love. Love, or at least like, very much in like. Look at that tall, dark, and handsome dude there. Very much in like. It looks like you no longer have to wait, because look, here comes the Knight of Cups. Here comes the dude with the emotion. He's trotting in pretty quick. Look at the water beneath that horse's feet. It's coming in pretty fast. So, you know, faster than, say, the Knight of Pentacles, which is moving pretty slow. But in that cup is emotion. That person is coming to offer you a cup of something, cup of love, cup of emotion, to tell you that they're really looking forward to perhaps starting this new foundation with you. The Eight of Pentacles is here, and, you know, maybe you're not so focused on work now. Maybe you're more focused on love. But this is going to lead, the Knight of Cups is coming in, and it is going to lead to the happiness that you're looking for, you know, to the partnership and the hard work. But right now, I think that it is below the Emperor. I think that right now, this is for me as a reader, I see this as not really having to work as hard, that this love is coming in, not having to work as hard. Right now is not the time to be working. It's not the time for harvesting pentacles. Right now is the time for love. And that's how I'm reading it. So I think that the Knight of Cups is coming in to give you messages of love. And it's time that you can put down your pentacles for now, because it's time to focus on what is going on here in terms of love and happiness. The fact that you have a new start in passion, and with that fire, it could be a fire sign. I mean, the major arcana card we have here is the Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But I mean, it could be any sign. I mean, and it could be any sex. You know, I don't get hung up on the gender of the cards, because we are speaking about energies when we're talking about tarot. So I'm just going to ask this Knight of Cups here. Why is the Knight of Cups here, Spirit? Oh. Throw one at me, I'll take it. Oh, I'm going to throw two. So it looks like someone has gone into hermit mode. Someone went into hermit mode, and perhaps they have come, you know, after going into hermit mode, that's what they've decided. That they've decided that they're going to bring a cup of love to you. Looks like Justice is in the reverse here for a bit. So Justice in the reverse, maybe they feel like something happened that was unfair. Maybe they feel like lack of accountability, maybe no justice, so nothing is balanced, so no contract signed. So maybe this is the second time or third time they're coming in. Maybe they've asked for, maybe they've tried to give the cup of love before and it's been turned down. And so this Justice in the reverse is like injustice. So maybe this isn't the first time that they're offering the cup of love. That could very well be. The Sun still means happiness when it's in the reverse. It's just, you know, less illuminated is all. So it looks like it's the beginning of a really bright future. Once you can get over the injustice, or once you can get up enough nerve to offer that cup of love again, I think that there might be a stall. Maybe that person's not going to answer you right away, but the fact that the Four of Wands is here, I think that is a good indication that once you get past, you know, that you've made the decision about the Emperor, once you get past, you know, telling yourself that you're not enough for this person, that you are going to come up with the Four of Wands here, and you're going to have a happy home, a happy life with this person. Watch what you're saying to yourself, though. Can you tell me why, Spirit, the Eight of Pentacles is here in reverse? Oh, look at that, we're flipping out. Looks like there's been a little bit of defensiveness here. Yeah, so perhaps this isn't the first time you've offered that cup of love. And that person's feeling a little bit defensive. Perhaps they just were spending all the time working on money. And the Seven of Wands indicates that there's been a little bit of defensiveness here. This person, though, has also gone into the Four of Swords. So they're trying to get rest and relaxation, trying to build themselves up from the inside out, which is always, you know, optimum to make any good decision. And then it looks like perhaps right now they're not really going to accept, perhaps maybe not accept this cup of love, but I don't want you to be discouraged, because look here, there is the illumination of the sun, and this is happiness. So don't be discouraged. If you are offering your cup of love, if you've decided that that's what you want to do, just know that you could, this isn't an absolute and complete no. That is not what that is. That is a not now. So I would say that if that's what you feel like you're going to do, go ahead and do it. Look at that. Four of Wands has come out. It flipped out itself too. So the Four of Wands is coming out. You have the Four of Wands twice. I really think that this is a good outcome for you. You may just want to hold off on offering the cup of love. We don't have the, you know, this isn't passion. This is emotion. This is passion. You've got a new start in passion coming, but this is emotion. So maybe just take in the emotion and not necessarily the passion, if you know what I mean. So maybe go at it slow. You don't want to scare whoever's on the other end, right? So where did you come from? Why are you coming out of the Six of Swords here? Ah, you'd made a judgment. You made a judgment to take in your cup of love, and it was turned down, I think. That's what I'm feeling. Oh, what's this? Yeah, you wanted to harvest. You wanted to tell that person that you were in love, and that person maybe said, whoa, 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 this is a little bit new. Yeah, it looks like you were trying to close an old cycle as well. So that could be why you were in this rest and relaxation period, really trying hard to close an old cycle so you could open up something new with the Emperor, and take in a new cup of love to somebody. Ah, the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is charitable, beautiful, lovely. Things bloom around her. She helps everyone and everything. And it looks like there was someone who was walking away. So is it maybe you guys were together and then maybe you walked away? Did you walk away? Or maybe you guys just stopped talking? What's going on here? Ah, you're wounded. Okay, I get it. So yeah, so it looks like you did offer the love, the cup of love, and yeah, there was a time where you felt really wounded. Yeah, I get it. I'm sorry that happened, but you know what? Like I said, it looks like you're coming into sunshine and happiness here. So, what was the decision you had to make here? What's the Two of Wands here for? Ah, you had to make the decision to drop your burdens. It looks like you did, though, and it's going to lead to something super happy. You're a little bit closed off here, but it looks like with the Four of Wands, you got over it. You know, I always see this Four of Wands, I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles. I always see this Four of Pentacles as not only a person who's closed off a little bit, but I also see it as someone who's protecting their heart. You know, the Pentacle's probably made of gold, that in my mind it is, and this guy always has the Pentacle holding over his heart. So I feel like, you know, that you were closed off in the end, but you're scared. You're scared to get your heart hurt. And I mean, who isn't, right? But it did end up in the Four of Wands. Look at that. There's your soulmate. Yeah, it's going to end up in the Four of Wands because you were willing to transform. It is ending up in a Four of Wands here, and we've got that confirmed twice. So yeah, you know, once you opened up that heart chakra there, there is your Two of Cups, your counterpart there, your heartstring has come in, and because you were willing to transform, this is what you get. Seven of Swords can be a little bit of self-sabotage, but it looks like you stopped that. That's really perfect, Aries or Pisces. It's really perfect. You have manifested your own happiness here. That's what's happening. Yep, you stopped speaking to yourself in negative terms, and that is exactly what you did. Felt like you had no options at this point. Because you had been turned down, you felt like you had no options, and you really wanted to celebrate, but it looks like you ended up being wounded in the end. But you know what? That's okay, because that's coming up good. And yeah, it looks like the Three of Wands. It looks like there is ships coming in now. And it looks like the Six of Wands is still, even when it's in the reverse, is still a victory coming back from the fight. Yep, someone's coming in really fast with words. So looks like you guys are going to talk it out. You're going to talk it out, and it's going to end up in ultimate happiness. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, let's talk about here. I'm just going to ask Pisces, I'm just going to ask Spirit if there's any other messages that you need. Take them from the Gilded Tarot here. Are there any other messages for the highest good of Pisces Collective, please? Sun, Moon, and Rising from today to the end of May 2019. Anything else that Pisces needs to know in this reading? Any other messages for Pisces, please? And the King of Pentacles awaits you. King of Pentacles is kind and beautiful and charitable. And if I'm not mistaken, do we have a queen? No, we don't. Or did I pull a queen? No. Oh, wait. Yes, I did. There's the queen. Ah, look at that, guys. Match set. Got some bookends. That is a soulmate connection right there. Soulmate connection. But we knew that, right? Because we had this card come out, the soulmate card. We knew that you had a soulmate connection. Anything else here? Yeah, you've gone through that transformation. It's time for your reward. Wow, you've done a lot of work here, Pisces. Lots of work on yourself. You should be really proud of that. That is not an easy feat. And there you go. 10 of Pentacles. Absolute happiness, abundance, getting what you want, wishes fulfilled. Yeah, that's really wonderful. I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there because that is probably the best reading I've done in the last couple of days. So Pisces, you are getting what you want here, and it's because you've done the hard work. You're listening. You're listening to your intuition. You're doing all the things that you have to do. You are coming out of tight spots. You had some bad inner workings going on in your head. You were telling yourself that you are not enough, but you ended up closing that. You ended up closing that cycle of speaking badly to yourself. And yeah, there you are. Look at that. There is nothing wrong with that at all. So keep working, keep moving ahead, keep moving forward, and this is what you're headed for. Hope you're having a good day. Night.